I got you a gift. I know it's a little bit early, but it
You
just
didn't have
came
to do
in.
that.
Nah, it just
You
came
didn't
in.
have to do that, man.
I figured I'd give it to you now.
What's this?
It's Big Chungus.
What is Big Chungus?
Do you like it?
I don't even have a PS4. What is Big Chungus? Is this a joke?
Hey yo, 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 hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. All right, for a minute there I thought we lost it. Whoa. Hey yo.
Hey yo, what's up, everybody? We are back. It is Tuesday. It is 11 a.m. my time and probably 12 p.m. your guys' time. How's it going? Let's set this camera straight. Thank you for being here today. We're going to be talking about an awesome book, and the kid is back after a long time. There he is.
Hey, Phil.
What's up, man?
I've been in the wood chipper for a couple weeks.
I heard. Is that where
But-
you?
Yeah, I got a funky setup right now. I don't know how long I'll be like this. I got to figure the room out and all that. Got
Yeah.
to figure out lighting. I'm going to get me a cool backdrop.
Ooh. Are we talking
And-
green screen?
I think that's going to be over that way on that wall. That whole wall will be a green screen.
Dude, moving on to bigger and better things, Tommy.
Yeah, I'm adding a special effects master to my talent stack.
What?
Yes.
That's going to be crazy. Let's see who we got in the chat. We got Nicholas Greer is here. Mighty
let's see.
Magic.
Let's see who we got in my chat.
Edwin's here. Keely Chow. Hey, everybody. Good morning. We got the great Kenneth Rocafort here chilling. What's up, Kenneth? Beampad is here. Well, let's bring the...
I don't know how many people are familiar with Kenneth's work, but
Yeah.
he's really good.
Yeah, you're telling me, man. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I have one of his pieces.
Talented fellow.
Yeah, he's awesome. I can't wait for Groken 2. Everybody get on that mailing list. The sign up is up. It's launching June 15th, I think is the day he's launching. Adam Miller's in the chat too. Another awesome artist. What's up, Adam? Thanks for tuning in. But today we're going to be talking about the book, The Ace Volume 2, which just launched, I believe, let's see, a little bit over a week ago. And Edwin has put out the first book. He delivered it, and it's awesome. We'll get into the story, we'll get into the characters, but if you guys love kind of classic superheroes, 90s kind of space stories, then you'll like this character, and a lot of different amazing artists on this book as well. But without further ado, let's bring the man, Edwin, the writer, the creator of the Ace 2 in himself. What's up, Edwin?
What's going on, guys?
How's it going, dude?
Edwin, come on down. You guys ever watch The Price is Right? That is a good show.
Speaking of Rocafort.
Whoa, that's right. Look at that.
Not too many people can say they're in a comic with a Rocafort cover. Blessed enough to say that I actually am, thanks to Alterna and Peter. So yeah.
Talk about that, man. That was awesome. That came out. I have mine.
Yep. This is it came out on a Wednesday, number 18 by Alterna Comics. It's part of their winter campaign. It's basically short stories and anthologies they put out every month. And this issue has a short story of mine called Raid of the White Leopard. It's about some Vikings who get caught up in a storm and wind up in a strange land. It has art by the very talented Avery Butterworth. You can see, beautiful, just amazing.
Yeah, let me pull it up. Look at that.
There. Yeah, it's
Classic.
gorgeous work. So yeah, it's a little short story. It's about 7 pages long, and I hope people check it out. I hope people give me reviews because I would love to do more with it. The characters, I found like a nice little hook. I think I can tell a fun little story with. So everybody go check it out. I believe it's still in demand. I've gotten, I think I'm waiting on a second package, including a Rockerford card from Peter, which hopefully we'll be getting this week.
That's right. Yeah, Kenneth did the cover, and then there was also a tier where you can get a sketch card, right?
Yep. So
super cool.
Very awesome.
Everybody check that out. But that that happens. When did that start shipping? Probably like last month, right?
A couple of weeks ago, probably like 2 weeks now.
Yeah. Before you did that, you did the Ace One, which was your first venture into putting together full comic. Look at that.
The very rare cover of the first book, which is no longer available for sale. This is an exclusive. All the covers for all of my books are exclusive covers. So you will be getting a second printing with a new cover by the amazing Joe Ball in volume 2. So and I'm very proud of this book. A lot of hard work, almost 2 years, probably, I think, at the end before I finally launched it. And, it's just really a fun throwback comic. See those colors pop. You see Akula, Ace fighting there. Just a fun kind of classic comic book storytelling.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about this too is you've had this character for so long before you were kind of working on the story and decided to take them and make it into a comic. I'll pull up the campaign here, and why don't we talk about kind of how you got going with the Ace? How did things start with that?
Yeah, the Ace is very kind of funny because a lot of things kind of just happen by happenstance. It's like a perfect storm of different things coming together. Originally, the Ace was just a design by Sweens, who was a buddy of mine. He's working on an oddity. Hopefully, it'll be coming out soon. I heard he's got some proof copies and stuff, so hopefully everybody will finally see that.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So he designed like a similar kind of outfit. It's tweaked from the final design that you see most days now, but he came up with the initial design and it kind of blew me away. It was just supposed to be like a little kind of almost like an avatar kind of helmet kind of thing. I wanted him to do for me for my Twitter, and then he came up with almost like a full like character design for it, and it kind of blew me away, and it really kind of started to kind of resparked a lot of my creative juices and ideas. And I started kind of like asking some questions about, all right, like who is this character? Like who's under the armor? Yeah. Where's the armor from? And I just started kind of working on a little notebook. And next thing you know, I had like a whole like backstory for the character. I came up with, it was a young man called David Diaz. He had a different last name initially, but it was still always David telling his story, discovering the shooting star, and then having the armor for a couple of months until Akula comes down to face him. Even though I didn't have everything about Akula, it's the idea of this alien coming down to find them, and then them kind of having a big fight for the first issue. That all kind of came together after that.
Yeah, that's all. Adam says, love the character designs. Yeah, this a lot of the characters in this book just have awesome designs, and kind of the concept of that we see in the first book. You see him, the shooting star comes down, and that's where the suit kind of attaches to him. And it's cool because as a reader, you don't really know, and you're learning at the same time as David is, the potential of what the suit could do. And I think that's a really cool narrative element where your main character and you as the reader are learning at the same time of where this story's going. And, kind of puts you in the shoes of that main character. Now, while you were kind of going and creating the story and the character, what were kind of your influences, either storytelling wise and with specifically the character? What were you pulling from the stuff that you love?
Yeah, like I said, I'm a big kind of early '90s fan. Books like Dark Hawk was like a huge influence. Anybody who's read the comic kind of knows there's similarity between David and Chris Powell, who's the main character in Dark Hawk.
Mhm.
The kind of mystery element is kind of big that way. And then there's also like huge like Green Lantern kind of, as we go into space and you see these different aliens that David has to kind of encounter. That's very much inspired by the Green Lantern part. I'm a huge like Jeff Johns Green Lantern fan.
Yeah.
That whole entire like almost 10-year run he had was absolutely incredible. So I definitely kind of pull, from those two, and also kind of like my own kind of personal kind of like ideas of like, how to tell stories, and then the stuff that I like, kind of mixes all that together to come up with a story.
Yeah, no, for sure. Now I know you're a big wrestling fan, and I wanted to point out this cover is awesome. So this is the main cover.
Yep, that's by Doodle Bags. Very much homage to like the classic kind of X-Men covers. Angelique there flying. She's kind of taking the place of like Archangel, and then you have like Ace there facing off, and Desi, which is one of the Godless characters who get introduced in this second volume here.
Yeah,
the wreckage.
When you showed me this, I'm like, wow, this is like a big moment, and it totally reminds me of something like from old school Marvel or X-Men, where it would be a scene that you'd probably see in the book, kind of like a moment, and it very eye-catching. So cool. I love the character of Angelique. I can't wait to learn more about her. Just her wing design is so awesome, so intricate, almost steampunkish, or just very elegant, with the corset part and all of the skeletonized pieces on the wings. Really, really, really cool.
She's definitely an awesome character, kind of great contradiction. You see like the beauty that of the wings is also, she represents a complete and total danger and at the same time, so she has that duality.
Yeah, she's looking awesome. We got Kenneth in the chat says, I haven't received the Wednesday comic. Can't wait to read your Viking story when I have it in my hands, Edwin.
Thank you, man. Hopefully you enjoy. The cover is amazing. Like I said, I was lucky enough. I live close to Peter, so it doesn't take long for his stuff to get to me, thankfully.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So some may know that, Edwin, you're a big wrestling fan. I've recently gotten into kind of like wrestling more heavily, watching it, and just trying to understand the psychology of stuff. And what I've learned from it, I've been able to apply to writing, and kind of like the good guy versus bad guy, the back and forth through all the psychology. Does that ever come into play when you're writing things? Because I've heard from Mike Barron, he kind of equates comic book writing to a football game, where it's the back and forth between the good guys and bad guys. And I think you could really equate that to the wrestling psychology aspect of the back and forth, the cutoffs, and the big pops moments in comic. You ever think about that when you're going in and writing some of these stories?
It helps a little bit with mostly kind of like laying out like an action scene.
Yeah.
Like it is almost kind of laying out. Anytime you have like a some sort of like introduction, like in volume 1, you have David meets this thief, and he basically allows himself to get surprised by the thief, just because he wants to get caught. He wants to see him face to face, and he ends up making really short work of him. So that's to me, it's almost like a squash match. It's like you got the Ultimate Warrior trying to build up wins. So he comes out, he shakes the ropes, and then he has this poor nobody, and he just beats the crap out of him and pins him in like 30 seconds. So you wanted to have that first bit of like, one, it shows how much power the suit has without having to do anything grand. You just make short work of this very tough looking guy. And it also kind of gives you like a great introduction to him. Then later on, when he has his fight with Akula, that's more like a main event match.
Mhm.
You know, they're both kind of two big names going head to head and fighting. So it does help a little bit in some of those ways. Mostly for like me, it's the idea of characters and the idea of finding a voice for each character. You know, like growing up during the 80s, you had all these very defined characters. Each one has a specific voice. You know, Macho Man, Jake the Snake, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, they all had like their own quirks and their own way they spoke. And so when I create characters, I kind of do that. I give each one, even the Godless, they all have their own way of speaking. They're all different aliens from different worlds who form a team together, and they all have like their own quirks and stuff. So I'll make sure that when I'm using dialogue, you know, they sound authentic. They don't all just sound the same just because they're all part of this group. You know.
Yeah. No, that's a great way of putting it. We got Past Master Dan in the chat. What's up? Thanks for tuning in here. Could I look at your sketch here, Tommy?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm flipping my artboard so I can clip the reference up here to the top. So
Alright.
I like watching the stream. All right, anyway, so here we are. I'm going to draw this shark dude flexing.
Oh, shit, Akula.
Yeah.
Look at that. Everybody's favorite. I love Akula. He's awesome. We'll get into him in a second. But yeah, great little sketch outline there. Yeah, if you guys are just tuning in, this is a new type of streams we've been doing with Tommy. He's been sketching while we're talking about the book, and he's drawing out one of the characters from the book. So I tweeted this out. If you guys are on Twitter, go ahead and retweet that, and we'll get some more people, get some more eyes on this campaign. Yeah, let's that looks awesome, Tommy. Kick ass, man. Let me see.
Nice.
All right, let's talk about these guys. You said they're called the Godless, right?
Yep. They're basically a special forces group that has been sent down to Earth to bring the Ace back to their home planet. You know, these basically they're basically the best of the best. So they've all been kind of put together to bring back the Ace to face their Emperor. So yeah, I love like these suits and the designs. You know, like I said, very much based off the X-Men when they're fighting the Shi'ar. You know, kind of have like those kind of elements and touches. You know, they're kind of familiar with like the new
X-Men 275.
Yes, they're absolutely kind of classic, kind of. You know, I like to layer my stuff like that. You know, it's like tribute a lot of the stuff I grew up on, but then give it its own twist.
Yeah,
So it's just not the same. As you can see, these guys are more kind of like a SWAT team, kind of. You know, they work together. They're very small number. Handful of them you see right there. That's the full team right there. The pilot in the front, it's called Jenk. Right at the bottom left there. Then you have the big green guy. That's Breck. He's kind of like they're kind of like a weapons expert, big powerhouse guy.
yeah.
The guy with the pointy ears there, that's Rico. He's the leader. And then you have Desi, the one with the white hair. She's an empath. And yes, they make a fun kind of little team. I had it took me a little bit to kind of get everybody right when I felt like comfortable and like they made sense and like would work as a team. And then, you know, like once I saw the designs back from Canales, he instantly got them. So I was very happy with them.
Yeah, so Canales is back working on the main story here with new colorists. You got Alan Alonso on colors, which I think their styles weave very well together.
Yeah, it's just completely blown away by their work. And as the book you see, like even that's like I think like the first 2 pages,
Mm-hmm.
and you see like just the color difference from like, you know, Hal just started to get so comfortable with these characters and everything that you know Canales does, his little quirks and stuff, and they just like every page I started getting back was just like so good. I was just like just come out with a smile on my face, like, yeah, this is exactly what the stuff that I'm going for. So people are gonna be blown away by the work that's in this book.
Yeah, as a writer creator, just seeing the stages of the progress of work is just so cool because you have this script that's probably already done, and then the fun part is, you know, seeing the pencils and the layouts and the art and then the colors on top of that, and just being kind of that foreman that's watching everything come together. So cool. And yeah, and you know, I've worked with Alan as well, and just the amount of just intricacies he adds to things. Like I could tell that even in coloring, he's adding a lot more to the pages here. He's awesome.
Yeah, this is all his stuff pops, but this is really like impressive. So especially like the further we get on in the book, like I said, it's kind of more space, more kind of it goes away from like Earth, which also gives it a different kind of ability. And Canales has like a great touch working on aliens and ships,
Yeah,
and stuff like that. You know, that really hits home. He got real comfortable too, so it was a lot of fun.
yeah, this is looking great. But also, just like the first book, this is not the only story you have in here. You have another prequel story. Is that right?
This is the epilogue story. It's
Oh, that's
basically the way the book breaks down is you have the main story, which is most of the comic. It's 24 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have another 4-page epilogue by Sweens here. And then I have the 4-page Akula origin by Howe. In the end, that's how you come up with the full kind of comic. Yeah, this is just like really just Sweens being Sweens, man. He's so good. Like I just kind of let him loose on the end of these pages because they're basically supposed to be a mystery piece. You know, I don't. This isn't like a thing where I sit you down and I give you like this story that you can follow. It's basically, you're kind of supposed to kind of figure it out on your own, and maybe it'll make sense, maybe it won't. But you know, in the end, you know, maybe 3-4 volumes down, a lot of this stuff will all come together, and you kind of see where the bigger kind of picture is, and that's what the epilogue is. It's very kind of fun, interesting way to kind of showcase the ace on a hunt for something. You're trying to figure out exactly what that thing is.
Yeah, I love how Sweens on this page. This was a great page to choose for the campaign. I think it shows some really, really cool storytelling that he's doing here. You know, and I heard you on another panel. Someone was talking about how his layouts and paneling is so unorthodox here. Like there's no specific borders. Everything is very fluid and leads your eye from panel to panel through this kind of cutaway of a cave that he's exploring. Really, really cool and very unique to this layout. It's really awesome.
And
really digging this.
Sweens does his own color, so you know he kind of sees it in his head, and then you know you start seeing the pencils and everything come back together, and it looks good. And then once he kind of puts his finishing touches on it, you know, it really kind of takes it to the next level. Like, you know, I love like the little cave with you got the symbols on the sides, and then almost like that Stargate portal that opens up, which is very cool.
Yeah, the coloring really brings it together. This page, so I'm excited to see this because the work he did on the first book was awesome, and I love the difference in style between his stuff and Canales's. It really gives you a feel that this is taking place at a different time than the work that Canales did on this. And then again, you know, this is awesome because you got a lot of the same team from the first volume, and Alan's coming back to do this story. You know, he's coloring the main story, but this is mainly about Akula, right?
Yep, it's a Akula origin story. He's been a huge hit with every time I post any art, he always gets me the most traction out of anything I post. So, you know, people wanted more, and he doesn't really play too big a role. He's in a couple pages, but you know, like the story kind of moves towards the Godless and Angelique. So I want to make sure people got their Akula fix. So this is when I came up with this origin story. You see a young Akula. They were both his working legs, meeting some other, you know, shark guys. It's just like a fun, you know, I like to call it a little bit of Sons of Anarchy meets Street Sharks. So, yeah, people, I think they'll dig it, you know.
Yeah, dude, this is just so fun. You just look at this page, everything on it, the different sharks, what they're eating, the space bikes, man, it's right up my alley. And that's the thing with Alan's work is his characters are so expressive. It's just perfect, and it just screams fun. Anything he does, I think, is just so fun. His designs for things. He's coloring this as well.
Yep, those are his colors there. So it's just, like I said, he knows exactly where to put the little touches on them. You know, it's just, like I said, complete. Just, this is what comics is about. You know, to me, it's like, this is just, you want to go to this kind of crazy Shark World and meet some badass shark guys.
Yeah, this is so cool. I hope we get to see some good action here too, because
Oh, yeah.
Akula is, like you said, a fan favorite for sure. And that's another thing I wanted to touch on. You know, that it's perfect that it's amazing that we're able to do this. You know, you put out a first book, you heard the reactions from the readers on this character, and that highly influenced what you're doing for the second one, and bringing that origin story. You're like, okay, this character is really popular. Let's explain a little bit more about the character. And I think that's the only place you could do that is here in CG. You get that direct feedback from the readers, which is amazing.
Yep, and you know, like you always want to leave yourself, like when I come up with scripts and stuff, you know, it's always mostly the big outline. I don't really lock everything down until I'm ready 100% to go.
Right.
You know, so unless I go to Canales, like, you know, then everything is locked in. You know, it's basically a full script, page 1 to 24, panels broken down, everything, and then all right, I just tell them, you know, as long as you can get me from the point that I want, to the point that I want, the in between stuff doesn't matter to me. I trust you. I know what you can do. Like you like. He's the one who came up with giving Akula the robotic legs. His initial designs only had the regular kind of humanoid legs. It wasn't until he started playing with the design that, and I love, like, to me, I can't imagine Akula without him. Not only do it on the origin because it's kind of funny, because it also works the fact that, you know, the initial like drawings of him had the legs, so it gives it like a double meaning to me, and I think it's really hilarious, you know. And the fact that, like, oh, that's actually the original Akula in a way, so it's like a little funny in joke.
And also stuff like that allows you to flesh out, you know, how did that happen? Why does he have robot legs now? You know, so that collaboration between writer and artist really unlocks different areas you can go in the story. That's why I think that there's no other kind of creative medium like that, where you have those two minds coming together, which I love. And let's check in here. Tommy, how you doing, brother? Look at this guy. He's awesome. That expression, man. That's great. Flexing. It's juiced
Working
up.
on it.
It kind of looks like Brandon when he's in the gym, you know. Just
Oh, it's so fun, dude. Yeah, the year of the shark, Edwin.
yeah, man, the shark wave, you know. I just tell people jump on it. You know, Sim's got a shark. Mike Barron's got a shark. Everybody cool has sharks. So if you want to jump on, just use the hashtag shark wave. Let people know about your shark character, you know. Trying to make this a movement, you know.
That's right. Yeah, we need more sharks, man. And there's a bunch of sharks in this book, so that's gonna be awesome to see. All right, let's get down to. We looked at the art here. Oh, there's some more beautiful art. All right, I have to pull this up. Look at this. How do people get their hands on this piece?
Yes, this is by Anthony Figueroa. This is going to be an actual metal print by Phoenix Animation. Yeah, he did some metal print for Akula last time, and it's beautiful. Like, it's one of the favorite, probably that and the Hardline poster, probably my top two things aside from the actual comic that are Ace related.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I was looking for another piece that I thought would look good. This was actually for another project, but I thought, like, you know what, if I can actually put this on the main campaign as a metal print, it would kind of take it to the next level. And Phoenix actually sent me a little video of like a sample he did. Yeah. And the colors and everything look insane. Like, this is gonna blow people away when they get their hands on this.
Yeah, this is so good, dude. Yeah, Anthony's killing it. I can't wait to see him on more stuff, because him paired with this colorist is just so beautiful. That's awesome.
Just amazing work on this.
So everybody grab that metal print, which is up here. Now, is that something you could add on, or is that a separate thing?
Yep, it's either separate. You can buy it as part of a bundle, or you can add it on. Either way, try to make everything as, you know, streamlined as possible. There's only a few things you really can't add on, just because it makes the shipping process more complicated for me, and I'm still trying to figure everything out. But yeah, you should be able to add any of the prints in either the volume 2 or volume 1 second printing. You should be able to add those on.
All right, right, let's and then here is the reprint for volume 1. Let's see here. We could go. Oh, that's not there. I don't know where it went, Edwin. There it is.
There you
Oh,
Yeah.
Ball coming in hot.
The one and only, like I said, everything I do is limited runs for further the campaign. Like the stuff that you see on this campaign, you will not see in future campaigns. That means the cover specifically, like, Doodle Bag's cover won't be available anymore.
Right.
I'll look to get like a new one, or I might just do like a black and white. It all depends what kind of inspires me. But, the full colored one that you see, it's only available during this campaign. So, I need a new cover for volume 1 second printing. And, you had the amazing Donald DeLay cover. And I think, who better than Joe Ball to really kind of represent everything going on in the Ace. And, he was able to put this thing together for me. Actually, had the original hanging on my wall. It's beautiful. Just breathtaking piece of art. Somebody was joking on me that they wanted to buy it. I'm like, you know what? I'll sell most everything I got, but that's what I'm holding on to, and that's like a great piece. And then it's actually colored by Joe himself. So, he did me a solid, and he came back with these beautiful colors and really, giving you a lot of the main characters from the first book, put in only the way Joe Ball can. So if you want this,
that's right.
It's time to jump on.
Yeah, and look at that. I love his interpretation of the Ace too. I've seen him draw him a couple times, and just these total armored to the max here with all these weapons and stuff. That's so cool. I love seeing the different styles and interpretations of these heroes. My favorite parts.
Yeah, man. Like I want these guys that I work with to just have as much fun as I do. So, as far as like giving them range, I want these guys to go nuts. As long as they get to like what my main point is, I'm good with everything else. So,
yeah. We got Wild Admiral Wackass spotted in the chat.
Hey.
General Biggie here too. Appreciate you guys being here. And then Big Boy Robo is also here. We're talking to Edwin, talking about the Ace Volume 2, which you guys could get right now. It's crowdfunding now on Indiegogo. And yesterday, you just put up 3 sketch cards by Joe Ball. Speaking of Joe Ball, as we can see here, let me see if I can pull up a better picture. And one of them already sold out. So talk about these sketch cards. You've done them in the past, and how does that kind of work?
Yeah, it's a big hit for like the first campaign. I was lucky enough to get a bunch of guys to do some throughout, kind of spread them out through the campaign. And, I've been talking with Joe to see if he can, do some work for me because, I specifically love that, Joe's very kind of high in demand artist. So the fact that, you might not be able to get like a full Joe Ball piece, but you can get like, so some really detailed, beautiful art of his in these sketch cards. And, you see on the left, there's Angelique there. Then you have Breck, who's one of the big Godless characters right there in the middle. And you have the Ace on the end. And so I was very happy with these. And yeah, they went live yesterday for the hardline. The Angelique one sold out quickly. So the Breck and Ace one are still available. You'll want these, all of Joe's cards and everything he's done for other campaigns always sell out. And, he's very in demand. And, like I said, the busier he gets with his book, that means the less chances he gets to do art for other people. So definitely anytime you see anything from Joe, you'll want to jump on it because it's very rare.
And these are perfect. I always say for people that love original art and, can't get their hands on a page or something, this is great because, you get that card and it goes into, you put it in a little card sleeve and have that original piece forever from Joe Ball, which is amazing. It's going to be sick. All right. Now let's get into, you have those 2 here on the campaign. And then, of course, you could not forget about the Akula Slam Buddy Ace. So where did you come up with this? How long you been working on this thing? Because this is awesome. My brother and I have one. You sent one to us, and it is durable. It's super well made. It's so cool.
Yeah, man. This thing, it's more like I said. A lot of stuff with this project happens by happenstance. Really, I was looking for something extra to put on the campaign. And then I knew this kind of company who did slam buddies for like a bunch of independent wrestlers.
Yeah.
And I just kind of reached out to them, took like a shot, and, see like, hey, would you guys be able to do something similar, but for like my comic book character? And we kind of talked back and forth, sent them the 6 a.m. designs because I like them more cartoony. If it's going to be like a plush, it has less detail. You don't have to worry about, having something. You want something that's kind of plain, but it's also like doable. So I thought the 6 a.m. design for Akula was great.
Yeah.
And so like I said, I basically just put it in order and just waited, and eventually I got the first shipment and I put them in hand, and I thought these were amazing. They kind of blew me away from what I was even expecting. I was like, you know what, these are actually kind of great. So just put those up for the campaign, and they sold out so quick. I was blown away. Like I was like, wow, these things just flew by. I thought it'd take at least like a week or two, maybe.
Yeah, they sold out, and you still have some on the campaign.
This is actually the second batch. I reached out to them again to see like what the ETA was, and it was actually a lot quicker than I thought it would be, so it won't affect shipping or anything. There's another order on the way, and there's only a couple left, so go snag them. Like I said, those went real quick last time.
Awesome. General Piggy is saying greetings, comrade, and let me see. Oh yeah, Admiral Wackass says just grab the ace card. There you go,
brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so there's one card left by Joe Ball, an original. Amanda B is here. What's up, Amanda B? Happy belated birthday. Did we play the Diaz commercial yet? Not yet. We could actually do that right now. It's a perfect segue, Amanda. You're a great co-host here. Here we go. Check it out.
Misplaced your stuffed animal? Does this ever happen to you? Well, stop being a wimp. Hey there, we're the 3-time CG WrestleMania Tag Team Champions, the Diaz Brothers. And are you tired of these weak-ass stuffed animals that can't even handle themselves in the ring? Well, brother, we've got the products for you. Introducing Akula, the Slam Buddy! Standing in at 13 inches tall, he's rough, tough, and stuffed. Ready to pin all your other plushies to the ground. The 1, 2, 3. No one can stand this round mound of pound. And if you think other stuffed animals can stand up to the challenge, brother, you don't know Akula. Order now, only on Indiegogo. Dig it?
Here it is. Really quiet, everybody. I think there's 7 left here on the campaign. Yeah, and it's awesome. This thing, you could elbow drop it.
Yep, these have been kid tested, and kid approved. I have a little niece who's a terror, and she ended up snatching one and just beating the hell out of it for a couple of days, and it held up well. So I was like, all right, so these are good quality. So
I love the design too. Every time I look at it, like when we were shooting that commercial, I'm like, this guy's got the robot legs. It's perfect.
Yeah.
We have the little toe split there. On the back, he's got the gun.
Yeah, he's got the gun on his back. Yeah.
It's awesome. It's a great design.
And it is like fun. Like I said, it's got that classic kind of slam buddy, big muscled up, kind of design that a lot of them had. So it kind of brings that kind of like that kind of, again, this is the familiar stuff, but like putting my own twist on it,
Yeah, it's totally cool. And I'd like to see more of those in the future. That'd be so cool. All right, and this is your first stretch goal once you get funded is some 6 a.m. comic stickers, right?
Yep, there's 4 6 a.m. stickers of the Godless. I love 6. He did some amazing stickers for my first campaign. Yeah, so I definitely wanted to make sure that he was a part of this campaign too. So yeah, once we get to 5K, the stretch goes a little higher on this one than last time. Last time was only asking for 3,500 to fund. So made a little more. So I thought, I'd give him some nice 4 really cool original stickers here. So thank you for getting the book funded.
Yeah, this is sick. He's a staple in the community. Love his stuff. And actually thinking in the future we might do for our campaigns, maybe do some magnets because I think people are liking that. That's pretty fun stuff. His style is just perfect for stickers and magnets, stuff like that. All right, let me reset this and we'll play the video for the main trailer. Get some audio going on here. And if anybody in the chat has questions, definitely throw them in there. Let's see. Set this up. Play this trailer. Look at that. That's awesome. We got more people in the chat here. If you guys are just tuning in, we're talking to Edwin about his awesome book, The Ace Volume 2, which is live on Indiegogo right now. Let me drop the link in the chat right here. It's also in the description. But Tommy, let's get back to you, brother. This is looking awesome. Is this the first time you've drawn a big-ass shark?
Yes.
Really? You didn't work on that book, The Meg?
Never heard of it.
Oh. It's based on a book and movie, I think. Yeah. But no, this
I thought it was based off Mike from Family Guy.
Not from Family Guy, no. Let's see. Back the Ace 2. There you go. Link is in the chat there. So what's going on here, Tommy? What's the story behind this piece?
This shark is just showing what he's got, you know.
Showing his gun.
There's probably a mirror over here. He's at the gym.
Yeah, like I said, it's based off Brandon right here.
Yeah.
He's seen the Brandon's Instagram selfie pics.
Yeah.
And he got inspired. He's like, you know what? This is what Akula would do.
Yeah. Oh, he's looking so sick. If you guys don't know, Tommy is an amazing artist. I was lucky enough to do a story with him for Mark Polton and John Malin for the Graveyard Shift. So I wanted to get him.
Man, it turns out I was the lucky one. You over there working on the pit now.
Yeah, well, you know, I think we're all lucky, brother.
That's true.
Let's see here. Past Master Dan in the chat. What is he talking about? What is him and Amanda talking about in the chat? These conversations, I can never understand what's happening. Very weird. So what are we going to see in this Akula story? Is there any hints you could give us?
It's mostly, like I said, it's about a young Akula kind of building his reputation, I guess you'd say. So it's like I said, it's very kind of early on in his life before he gains basically think about Akula now. Think about like this kind of infamous bounty hunter who's known kind of galaxy wide.
Yeah,
because he's gotten into a lot of situations and a lot of scraps and a lot of fights and made a lot of enemies during the way. So this is like a young Akula before any baggage or anything, and he's kind of dealing with a lot of his personal kind of stuff going on, and
Yeah.
this is kind of like after this he kind of sets out to build his reputation. So it's just like a fun, like I said, it's only 4 pages, but we try to give you a good bit of action, give you some of his personality, some of his backstory. But we don't want to reveal too much just with any of these characters. As a long time comic book fan, I've come to find out a lot of the more that you try to just lock down 100% origin stories and all this stuff, it just kind of becomes boring, and it kind of almost hurts the character more in the long run. So we just want to give you some glimpses of what he's about, and then kind of we come back to the current time where you can deal with all everything that's kind of come to the past basically. Has basically played itself out. The next time you see him, it'll be in volume 3,
Awesome.
which he'll play like a bigger part in the main story.
That's good to know. Yeah. Let's see. Adam Miller in the chat says, when I first heard of CG, the Ace was one of the first projects I saw floating around the scene that convinced me to hang around. I'm looking forward to catching up when this book, when I get both books. Hell yeah.
Oh, thank you, Adam. Appreciate that, man.
Great to hear. Yeah. I mean, even before you launched the campaign, like you've been around longer than me. You've been one of the first guys I knew in CG, just from the chats, and you had the Ace character as your avatar. So even before that, people seeing the character, and probably put 2 and 2 together with this. I think Akula could be kind of a breakout. Like even if you down the line you wanted to do a solo series or book or supplemental with him, I think he has the legs for that too, just because of the reaction that you're getting from everybody.
Yeah, and also he's very easy to write. He's one of those characters that infinitely you can just kind of start. You can just have him almost do anything really, especially with this universe is brand new, so it's not already cluttered. You don't already have everything set. You can literally take him anywhere, and he's kind of like things fit to him. He doesn't fit to his surroundings, which I like. He's very much inspired by Lobo in that way. The idea. Anytime you drop Lobo in anything, it becomes about Lobo. It doesn't matter what the surrounding is. Akula has that kind of almost same sense. He's Akula. He's gonna be who he is.
That's what I was thinking when I started drawing it. I was going to try to do that little pumped up tricep like Beasley does.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that those are some of the best characters where he doesn't change he changes the surrounding you put him in, and you look at a character like Lobo, and he's been in crazy stories where there's planets that he gets to that are really cartoony and very peaceful, and he just wrecks everything. It's a place you wouldn't expect him to be, but when he gets there, a story comes out of it.
So it's like when you read the first book, you kind of notice that like it starts off on Earth. You got like this kid, finding the armor and all this kind of stuff, and then once Akula like hits planet Earth, it's like the book does like a turn, and it becomes what the actual Ace was always kind of meant to be. But Akula's that point,
Yeah.
So that's something like I noticed anytime I work on him, is like Akula is like the point, even however big or small role he plays, like all his fingerprints you end up being felt for the rest of it. So.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's what I like about this. People are saying shark bait. That would be a good subtitle to an Akula story.
Yeah.
Shark bait. Yeah, we're coming down to the last couple minutes here. This is looking.
You
great.
trying to tell me to scan right now? You want me to scan?
You can scan later. You don't have to scan on stream.
Yeah, no,
Looks great.
good time with that.
I love the arms, man.
Yeah,
Putting some a few scars on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's been through some stuff. Are we gonna ever see him? Because I remember that first Down to the Lake cover. He has that big harpoon. We ever gonna see him with something like that?
Oh yeah, like basically every piece of art is to based on something. It's not just I want to do this pinup.
Yeah.
that's imaginary you'll never see. Like eventually, you know, my goal, like I said, I have tons of notes and stuff everywhere. So as I'm able to kind of slot different things, I'm able to give you some of like what you see in these images. So whether it's the harpoon, whether it's like the giant kaiju monster with the tongues that
Oh
we did
yeah.
the print, that's actually something that I'm hoping to bring to an actual story down the line. It's just I
Sure.
gotta, you know, fit it in correctly. But every, like I said, every piece isn't just meant to be a piece. You're actually supposed to kind of get some hints, and you might not see it for a while, but it's there for a reason, you know.
That's awesome. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, those like that Jim O'Reilly print you had for the first one.
Yeah.
That monster was so
Yeah,
cool.
love that character. Like I said, it's definitely some things I love to get to see more of him down the line, and really, you know, have a artist go nuts on him. You know.
Yeah, for sure. And if you guys as well are fans of the Ace, Edwin's going to have a character in CG Vacation, which is one of my favorite pieces. Already done. It's awesome. Colored beautifully. I can't wait to show that off because that's a really, really cool piece of your.
Yeah, Desi is you know, the female character with the gun on the cover there. She's another very kind of fun, interesting character who's going to be playing a nice role in the Ace kind of universe for a while. So I thought it was only fair to kind of introduce her. You know, I put her on the cover for a reason. You know, like I said, the piece Phill has is there for like a reason, just to kind of introduce her more.
Yeah.
So, like I said, all these things are done for a reason, you know, in the grand scheme of things. They're not just there for like a moment kind of thing. You know, everything has like a purpose.
Yes, and that's another cool thing, you know, about what we're doing with CG Vacation is trying to, you know, include more characters that maybe people haven't seen yet. Let me pull that up. CG Vacation. So everybody, please sign up for this. We have over 320 signups right now. Trying to build that up even more, and we have a launch date too. So we're launching on the 29th of May, which is Memorial Day weekend. That's Sunday, and we'll be partying all week, going on streams and showing some stuff, some really cool stuff off. We have some specific stuff to show off on Bancroft's stream, which is going to be awesome. So sign up. CG Vacation. And Tommy's got a piece in there too that he's going to be working on. So I hear.
Man, I got the blue line done, and it's got a part that's bugging me, so I'm going to restart it.
Oh my god!
Don't worry, no big deal. 8 hours down the drain, no big deal.
These artists, they punish themselves. You know? Look at that. That's such a cool stance, man. I'm gonna try to do that pose today.
Oh yeah.
See if I can get it down at the gym.
All right. Well, if you want me to scan it, I can scan it now.
All right.
I got back from. We had some medical stuff going on with the mother-in-law, and I got back. You know, I'm already running late on my where I'm supposed to be. Actually, yesterday was the deadline to have all my stuff done. I got back Friday, and my brother printer finally crapped the bed.
Oh no!
So I had to go out of town and spend a whole day, and then there was bad traffic. I had to go buy another printer. $325. Wasn't expecting to do that. But the new printer is badass. Let me get rid of the crotch cam here. Hang in there, fellas.
There you go. We got J Bot in the chat. What's up, J Bot? I saw him on a stream recently. He was streaming J Bot.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Yeah. Let's do a little refresh too on the campaign because I know you got this one backer. Now up to a total. Let's see if this refreshes. Of 75 backers, 76% away from funding.
They're getting closer and closer.
That's right, every day. So guys, tweet this out. Even if you can't back right now, sharing on social media is really, really good. Spreads the word about this awesome book and the art. And then also hit this little follow button. It'll turn to this. It'll highlight red. It'll say following when you're signed in. That means you'll get all the updates that Edwin puts out for the campaign, and it'll do a little reminder of so you could grab this when you do have time to do so. Let's look at these other pieces.
Talk about crotch cam, Just,
yeah, there's a crotch cam. This is great though. This is one of the first pieces I've seen of Canales drawn Angelique.
Yeah, he's complete. Love the way able to give her. She's kind of based off her designs a little bit, kind of like the Goblin Queen. So she kind of has that kind of like that kind of innocence yet danger. So kind of like it took a little bit to kind of get everything to where I wanted it to, but once Canales got it done, like I said, the whole that kind of metal, how it goes around like almost like a garter, or like that, brings everything together. Like people, there's so much cool stuff with her and how like the origin of her wings and all this kind of stuff. I love to like get into. Hopefully, sometime down the line, I think people really like dig it. Like she's aside for her for being just like a visual character, like very kind of pleasing to the eyes and very cool. Yeah. And like I think her backstory and stuff, how she gets her actual wings and everything, would be like another cool story to like touch into.
That's awesome. We got Sketch 51 in the chat. How is weren't you doing a contest as well?
Yep, it's still going on. It's the Ace 2 art contest. It's going on until May 24th. So you got some time to get your piece in. It's all you have to do is go to Twitter and use the hashtag Ace 2 art contest and drop your piece in there. And yeah, the winner will get $100, the inside back cover, and the highest tier of the campaign. So it's a great opportunity for artists to get their name out and stuff. Like I said, the first campaign had over 200 backers. So you'll get some eyeballs on your art if you if
definitely
your piece ends up winning.
A lot of artists. J Bot's an artist, Sketch, awesome artist here. Adam Miller too. So I'd suggest you guys do if you're into fan art. I know they've done some pieces for our contest as well. So check this out. And
guys, it's a new scanner, and I don't know how to use it.
Oh my God, Tommy. That's okay. Well, we saw the piece, man. It turned out great, and I'm sure you'll figure it out and post it up on Twitter and stuff too.
Yeah, I'll post it on Twitter.
Awesome. If you guys are not following Tommy on Twitter, do so. It's what is it? @ Tommy Duh Comic Guy, right?
Tommy Duh Comic Guy, yes.
With a D.
Tommy the flailing boomer comic guy.
So follow him. I'm sure there's going to be, I'm sure Graveyard Shift 4 is going to be, was it 4, right? 4 is going to be out soon. I think it's printing right now. So you guys are going to get those awesome stories that we worked on.
I figured it out. Sorry to interrupt.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right, throw it up.
Do a filibuster for like 30 seconds.
Follow me, and if you guys haven't subbed to the channel, please do so. This is kind of we're getting back into doing these streams. I think we're going to have Billy on next week for She, so definitely stay tuned to that.
Nice.
I'm going to try to set that up. And then Friday we're going to be doing another stream, as my brother and I always do for the Diaz Brothers show. Sign up for CG Vacation, which is right here. Link is in the description below. This is going to be a crazy, awesome swimsuit special. All your favorite CG characters and creators, big names, and much, much more with this book. This is going to be launching end of May. And then the Lost Pages is still shipping out. After the stream, I'm going to be signing more books for the Lost Pages. Let me see if I have that pulled up right here. I do.
I did.
And shipping them out today. So shirts are going out and all that good stuff. All right, let's see this, Tommy. Boosh, look at that.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Good scanner, man.
Yeah, it's sick.
It better be for that price. Oh, look at those hands, dude. Those hands are tight.
Yeah, they're not even finished, and they look. dude, since Neil Adams passed away, looking at his art,
Yeah.
it's hard not to get that scribbly stuff that he does in there.
Oh, it's great, dude. All of his expression.
I'm glad I put the scars on him. I like the scars.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little battle worn. There you go. Akula, everybody. Yeah, you could see him and more in the Ace Volume 2. Getting Akula plushie. Sorry, Akula Slam Buddy.
Look at that, dude. Look,
available.
made me full screen, bro. Right there. That's what's
You full screen?
Yeah. Look
Oh,
at
there's that
dude.
tricep.
Me and that shark right there. We're the same, brother.
That tri-hawk, brother. There you go. All right, guys. Anything else before we get out of here, Edwin?
No, I think we pretty much touched on everything. Just want to say thanks to everybody who are supporting the book, for sharing the campaign. Almost there, like 1,200 away. So keep sharing, keep getting this momentum going.
Yeah, spread the word, everyone. All right, and until then, we'll see you next time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the chat. And Past Master Jan says, can't wait to see Cyberfrog in a Speedo. We'll see. Sign up. All right, everybody. We'll catch you later.
Misplaced your stuffed animal? Does this ever happen to you? Well, stop being a wimp. Hey there. We're the 3-time CG WrestleMania Tag Team Champions, the Diaz Brothers. And are you tired of these weak-ass stuffed animals that can't even handle themselves in the ring? Well, brother, we've got the products for you. Introducing Akula, the Slam Buddy! Standing in at 13 inches tall, he's rough, tough, and stuffed. Ready to pin all your other plushies to the ground. The 1, 2, 3. No one can stand this round mound of pound. And if you think other stuffed animals can stand up to the challenge, brother, you don't know Akula. Order now only on Indiegogo. Dig it?
I want you to know it's over.
Well, bye.